le Bureau des enquêtes indépendantes is feeding police impunity in Quebec, and they're not fulfilling their promise of transparency, of impartiality, and it's a real shame. I fought for Bureau des enquêtes indépendantes, and it might have been probably the worst thing I've ever did since I started activism against police abuse.
What do you think is happening? What do you think that BI is not working?
They're biased. They have a bias, a police bias, like it was demonstrated in the case of Evangelic. You know, the family sued the BEI because their press release completely ignored what the parents told, because the parents were present when the 4 police officers killed their son. And when you read the press release, it's only the SPVM version. They sued, they won verdict at the Court Quebec, then it was maintained in appeal. And you know, we have to look at how they are working and how they are investigating. The BEI, since they started investigating, they arrested only 2 times a police officer under investigation. Only 2 times did they say to a police officer, you are under arrest, you have the right to remain silent, and all that stuff. And what the BEI explained in court, how do they decide if they arrest a police officer or not? They make this decision by reading the police report. So, of course, you know, the police officer is not going to self-incriminate himself. He's not going to say, I was violent and brutal. So, the investigation, since the beginning, is biased. We cannot trust the BEI. It's not a real, it's not a real police force. It's window dressing, basically.
Let me ask you, I don't know if you went to the march today in Vigile. Right, there's a lot of people and there's a lot of anger. So, what do you think of it? Why is the community reacting in this way? Where is this coming from?
Well, you know, we're talking about the violent death. We're talking about the violent death of a father, 29 years old, a father who had a kid, a 9 years old kid. I mean, what was that guy doing? You know, I mean, there was someone phoned 911 because someone was like shouting behind a building, right? So how come such an intervention for such? I mean, you know, there was no public security issues at all. So how can it end this way? This is really shocking. If doesn't matter. Anybody would act the way that the police officer acts, would be arrested. If I put my knee on the back of a police officer, I'm going to be charged, right? If the police officers die, I'm gonna end my life in prison. I'm gonna get 25 years. So the people, they realize how the system works. You know, it's not. We're not on equal footing. There is a big system protecting police officers from their actions. There is no accountability. There is no independent investigation. They call it independent investigations. In my opinion, this is an insult to intelligence. You know, when they produce a press release, they copy-paste the version of the police force they are investigating. It's like the guy is doing the public relation work of the police force that that they should be investigating. So this is nonsense. This is nonsense. So I think that anybody who follows this issue, follows this case, is right to be angry. I'm angry too.